It is that time. Richard Southern joining us now
It's
with
hot.
all your little tidbits. And yes, it is hot. But you're telling me there's a study out there that says instead of me going for an ice cap, I should go for maybe the regular cappuccino, and that will actually help me cool down?
Sounds weird, but maybe try the hot coffee or the hot chocolate, Adam. The University of Ottawa actually looked at this a couple of years ago, and they found out that hot beverages increase your core body temperature, which in turn makes you sweat more.
Which I don't have a problem with. I sweat enough.
Yeah, you and me, we got that on lockdown.
This isn't our problem.
But anyways, that can help you cool down more. There is one big caveat, though. The extra sweat produced by your hot beverage has to evaporate for it to have a cooling effect.
Okay.
So in a very humid environment like the one we're in now,
yes, okay,
it's not going to work.
Yeah, so when we start talking about Humidex, it's about your body's efficiency and how quickly it can evaporate that sweat that you do form. So higher humidity, less efficiency in a hot, dry climate, say something like in Arizona.
Yeah. If you go to Vegas, maybe try the hot coffee. But here in Toronto, you do want to stick with the cool beverages. But still, kind of a neat study.
It is interesting. And I've always heard that if you drink cold water, your body actually has to work harder to bring it up to temperature. So you're
burn
working
some calories
harder.
too, I think, when that happens.
So then if you drink the lukewarm water, it's more.
And by the way, it's nice to have a weatherman handy on a day like today. Is it just in 10 words or less? Are we going to cool off anytime soon?
Yes, this weekend we will. So
Thank goodness.
That's the good news. And when you're into summertime, you're outside, you're a bit more busy, but you're also possibly prone to some injuries. What are some of the top summertime injuries that people...
Doctors are checking in with their top injuries they see on summer weekends. Heat-related illness, number one, Adam, right?
Huge.
So,
heat is incredibly deadly, and I don't think people give it enough credit.
It sneaks up on you.
Yeah.
So everything from dehydration to heat stroke. Symptoms include nausea, dizziness, headache, confusion.
This is a shameless plug, but I have a great explainer of this on my Twitter feed. So at Adam Styles, there's a nice graphic image. You can see the difference between heat stroke and heat exhaustion. Right.
Keep hydrated. This is another deadly thing. Swimming-related injuries and drowning. I mean, you got to really teach your kids how to swim, I think, because they said that drowning is the second leading cause of death among 1 to 4-year-olds. Unintentional injury type of death. So that's a big one. Burns and cuts. You know, you got a fire going, a fire pit.
Or you reach in and grab that hot dog off the grill. And
you got to watch out for that. People put the lighter fluid on the coals, and that's a big thing too, right? Food poisoning, gastroenteritis. You and I might get done by this. I love the warm potato salad. It's good to eat warm potato salad,
no,
right?
It's the mayonnaise and potato combination. Not a good thing to leave out.
Leave the deviled eggs out in the sun for a while, Adam. Sports-related injuries, so sprained wrists, twisted ankles. People get very... We don't have a problem with
not a problem.
Not a problem for you and I.
Doesn't apply.
Skin irritations, insect bites. You got to watch out for the ticks, they say.
Yeah, that's a big one now.
But again, just stay out of the woods, and you're good, I think, with that one. Sunburns. They said go to the doctor. Go to the doctor if you see blistering or if you feel nausea, because that might mean it's a more severe...
So you get into like third-degree burns as opposed to the regular one. Okay.
But slather on the sunscreen.
So we were talking a little bit earlier about grilling. I had my grilling forecast that we just did a little bit ago. But people are starting to make the switch from possibly plant-based, and that's big business for some farmers.
This is interesting. Peas. The farmers used to ignore peas to a large extent. They didn't make a lot of money. Now, pea prices are surging, and farmers in Canada and the U.S., they're rushing to put peas in the ground. The reason, it's the main ingredient, pea protein, in Beyond Meat burgers, the Impossible burgers, these plant-based burgers, which everyone wants. Tim Hortons is selling. A&W. These big chains are getting in on it. They need peas. The pea crops are up 20%. Adam, what's your take? I actually really like the Beyond Meat. We tried it on the air once. It was good.
Yeah. I enjoy it. I like the alternative. Sometimes I'll eat a burger and it's just a little too filling, and especially on a hot day like this, you may want to still have something out on the grill and have an alternative. But I think we're going to start to see less corn being planted, because a lot of the times that corn is planted to then feed the cows. So if the cows are starting to, not be as farmed, which is also good for climate change, by the way. If we can start getting away from meat food and get into some of the plant-based stuff, that could help the climate as well.
Adam, I'm sweating up a storm. We got to go inside, cool off.
It's way too hot. That's it for us.
Have a good weekend.